Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today's video is going to be so exciting because today I am going to review this newly launched Huda Beauty eyeshadow palette. I really love few of their products I have a mixed feeling about. I'm just all ready to use this particular product, show you guys my review and share my final thoughts as well. So without any further ado, let's get into this video. The palette that I have is from Huda Beauty's Wild Obsession collection, and this one is their Jaguar palette. First, let me give you guys a quick information about this particular launch. What is this about? How many variety you get? So in front of me I have Huda Beauty's official website, and here I can see all the newly launched eyeshadow palette. So they have total 4 eyeshadow palette in this Wild Obsession collection. This particular collection looks like it is for every single one. Like the variety of eyeshadow palette in this particular collection is just mind-blowing. So the first eyeshadow palette that they have is the Wild Jaguar palette. Beautiful, hot, smoky, brown, cool tone kind of a eyeshadow palette, which is literally a beautiful palette. If you are a beginner, if you want to try out Huda Beauty's eyeshadow palette, you don't love to play with too much colors, I think this is a palette you can definitely go for. The color story is just amazing. Most of the people are really interested in purchasing this Jaguar one. Formula is so different. The shimmer shades, few of the shades are so unique. I haven't swatched it yet, but I know it looks really good and how it is going to swatch. The other one is their Wild Obsession Tiger palette, which looks like a beautiful warm family eyeshadow palette. Contain the same middle shade like the Jaguar one, which looks very beautiful, which gives this eyeshadow palette that wild kind of a finish. I will say it looks something similar like the Gold Obsession palette. They look kind of like very similar to each other, so that's why I was not really interested in purchasing this one. Don't have the Gold Obsession one, you can definitely try out the Tiger one. Of course they are different. I can see the color story, which looks very similar. Definitely if you love the color story, go get the Tiger one, you will love it, I'm sure. They have the Chameleon palette, which is a beautiful color, especially that purple color looks so amazing. It's that warmth in it, that fall kind of a vibe to it. Also that purple and that yellow shade gives this eyeshadow palette a beautiful finish. It gives this palette that wild kind of a look. And the last palette they have is their Python palette, which is again very unique. It is the colorful version. If you want to get the colorful one, you can definitely go for the Python one. First I was really interested in trying out the Python one, but then I thought, okay, I should definitely go for something which is more like everyday, because I have so many colorful eyeshadow palettes already. But if you want to invest in a good colorful eyeshadow palette, I think the Python one is hats off. It's such a beautiful palette. I haven't seen Huda Beauty launching something like this ever. Greens, blues, greens, neon, it is just so mesmerizing. If you want to get this palette in India, if you ask me where we can get this in India, because it's not launched yet in India, you can get this from naashwa.beauty. You can exclusively get them from naashwa.beauty. They were kind enough to send me this particular Jaguar palette, and I'm really in love with it. 100% authentic international makeup page. They have 100% authentic international makeup. They have so many luxury branded products as well. You can pre-order it from them, but right now they have this Huda Beauty Wild Obsession collection in their stock. So if you want to get that, go and get it. I think it will go out of stock super soon. Just go and grab palette that you want. If you want to go for the Jaguar one, go for it. If you want to go for the Python one, you can go for it. They have all the 4 eyeshadow in stock right now. I'm gonna link their page in the description box below. You can click that and DM them which one you want to get, and that's pretty much it. So let's quickly talk about the packaging first, and then we will check out the eyeshadows in this. So this is the eyeshadow palette, and this is what it looks like. You guys can see how cool is this packaging. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it contains a Jaguar print to it, which gives this a beautiful unique finish. I don't have anything like this in my collection. So over here it's written Wild Jaguar and Huda Beauty right over here. Packaging is designed just as the color story in this particular palette. So, and over here they have mentioned all the ingredients that this palette contains, mentioned the net quantity of this palette. First of all, you get a beautiful mirror right over here, which is actually a really good quality mirror. It's pretty big big. You can see everything over here. This is what the palette looks like. It is just so beautiful, a deep, intense, smoky kind of a palette. It contains 5 shimmer shade and 4 matte shade. So this one, and this one is like matte shade that you get in this palette, and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 shimmer shade that you get. You can see a very unique pattern kind of a shade which looks interesting. It is more like eyeshadow topper and a shimmer that you can use all over your eyelid. This one also contains like different types of shadows, particles in it, where you can just swatch it, use it all over your eyes, and you will get one gunmetal kind of a shade. Beautiful purple pinkish tone of a color, not pink, it's more towards a purple, cool tone purple shade, and it is of course very intensely designed. This one right over here, again you get like different types of shimmer particles in it, where you can swatch it and you will get one intense shadow look. You can use this for your one and done eyeshadow as well. And over here you get a beautiful golden kind of a shimmer shade. There is no name written right over here, and also over here there is no name written. So this is what it looks. I think the pan size is pretty good. It is like their usual eyeshadow pan size. I'm going to swatch each one of them and show it to you how they look. So I'm gonna start with this one right over here, and this is the most lightest shade in this palette. So I'm gonna start with this one. This is not a white color, this is like a creamy off-white kind of a shade, which is very useful whenever you are getting this in any eyeshadow palette. It is actually helpful to make any shadow look very soft, or to create any softer kind of a look, or you can use this as your base or transition color as well. So they swatch really nicely. It is giving me that creamy finish. I will swatch this black shade. It feels very beautiful. They don't feel like powdery. They are not giving me a chalky powdery kind of a finish. Wow, look at that pigmentation. It is just so intense, so matte. One swipe and this is what you get. Then I will swatch this shade right over here. Does not feel like it will have any fallout. This is what it looks like. Okay, this contains a shift of green, I guess. Yeah, it contains a purplish to greenish kind of a shift. It's like that duochrome kind of a color. So beautiful. Then I will swatch this deeper chocolate brown kind of a color. Let's see how this looks. Oh my god, this is so pigmented. Now I will swatch this one. I was actually so excited to swatch this one, so I'm gonna do that. Okay, this feels so weird. Like, not weird, the texture of this shade is just beautiful. It's so unique. This is something else. Just look at that. Wow, this is just something else. Just look at that. So pretty. Now I will swatch this shade, and this is what it looks like. Look at that pigmentation. It's like bam, right there. A close-up how it looks. Wow, it contains again duochrome kind of a shift to it. We'll swatch this particular shade now. Wow, I don't have any word to say except wow. Like, seriously. Now I have 2 more shades left, so I'm gonna swatch this one right now. This is a very cool tone kind of a shade. Last shade we have is this golden one, and let's see what we get. Wow, I am not even using any base, any primer, any brush, anything. Like, I'm not even wetting my fingers with water or setting spray. It is just one swipe and there you go. So these are the swatches of this eyeshadow palette. I think this year, I will say, if you ask me which one is my favorite eyeshadow palette of the year, I think this Wild Jaguar palette from Huda Beauty is definitely my favorite. So I just now finished doing one eye. I'm gonna show you guys the tutorial how I did this, and also I will share my thoughts about the formula, what I think about them, how they apply. So yeah. So I'm taking this shade right over here, which is a cool tone, beautiful transition color, and I'm gonna use it all over my eyelid. It will act as my transition color first. Super easy to work with, and I cannot see any chalkiness, any fallout. The formula is absolutely beautiful. The shade right over here, which is a brown, chocolate brown kind of a shade. I take the same brush, which is a fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I will use it just over here, my outer corner, to give my eyes a little bit of smokiness. Again, this shade is also very easy to work with. They do not give you any kind of patchiness, they don't look patchy. This is what both the colors look after you blend them. I will use this black shade. I'm not going to use it too much, just a little bit. And as this is very pigmented already, I'm gonna use it to make this area more smoky. Beautiful they look. Like when I blended them together, it looks so pretty. You can see how seamlessly they all are blended together. Now I will use a flat brush like this, a thin flat brush, and my e.l.f. matte concealer, and I'm gonna cut out my crease a little bit. You can skip this step if you want to. You can just use the shimmer shade and you're good to go, but I just wanted to do something extra. Take the brown shade and I'm gonna mix a little bit with the black one, and I will just smudge out this edge right over here with a very light hand circular motion so that everything looks blended in. Like, see, just one swipe and I can just blend out this shadow so easily. I do not need to work too much with this eyeshadow formula. Now I will take a flat fluffy brush and I will use this shade right over here, and I'm not going to take any setting spray, I'm not going to wet my brush. I will see how this looks as it is on its own. So I will use this all over my cutout crease. A shift of golden in it, and I'm gonna use this shade right over here with the same brush, and I'm just using the golden just to give my eye makeup look a kind of different shift, because I think it's way too cool tone for me. So I'm just going to use the yellow shade, and I will use this over here. I'm gonna blend it out with the purple shade and the black smokiness over here. I'm using it in the middle so that everything looks blended in together. Look is actually making me so happy right now. Blend, the quality, the formula is to die for, and I think you should definitely go and purchase this. If you ask me, Antara, if this eyeshadow palette is out of the world, yes it is. It is so unique, so extraordinary. Use this product, you will actually know what I'm talking about. I am in love with this one and I highly recommend this particular palette. How much you are gonna rate this particular look, this particular eye makeup look and the tutorial? And if you want to see more international brands or more reviews like this, which eyeshadow palette I should review next, you can definitely let me know. I will be so happy to do that. So for now, I think I'm gonna rate this palette a good 10 out of 10. I don't have any complaints. Every single shadow in this particular palette is just so unique, so high quality. The formula is just amazing. And also stay tuned for other videos which are coming up soon. Stay tuned for a few other newly launched makeup product reviews. And yeah guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching, supporting me, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye.